Thank you very much for joining us again today. And I'm back with Mr. Albert Matapo from the Zimbabwe People Power Movement. Today is the 20th of December, 2019. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you, Mr. Gambagwe? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Today we're talking about problems in the military and the police. What is happening, Mr. Matapo?
Thank you very much, Mr. Gambagwe. The purpose of this discussion today, as you have heard from Mr. Gambagwe, is that there are problems within the army and within the police force, and rather, of course, as well as the Zimbabwe prison service or correctional service. So I'm going to talk about the problems that the young soldiers, young police, young prison officers are facing within their services, which is quite critical at this point in time. There is most of them from the rank of sergeant and going down, they are earning meager salary, a very small salary, a maximum of 1,100 what do you call it? Bond note per month. I discuss with so many of them and they tell me those problems. I've seen their pay slips. I've seen their bank statements from the bank. And I can confirm that this is very correct, that they are earning a maximum from sergeant going down, they are earning a maximum of 1,100 bond note per month. And this money is going to the bank, and in the bank, for them to be able to access cash, 40%, at least 40% of that much is taken. So they remain with around 600 and something bond notes, which is equivalent to roughly less than $30 per month. And these youngsters are suffering so much. They are being forced to do things that are outside their conditions of service or what they are supposed to be doing. Most of them are quite honorable people. They are people with brains. Some of them, they have greater ambitions. They are looking for better life, but they are forced now to do vending while it's at work or after work. They are forced to dig for minerals, korokoza. They are forced to do a lot of other jobs, and some of them even indulge in criminal activities, which is very, very bad. But they are not to blame. The youngsters, the young soldiers, young police, young prison officers, they are not to blame at all. It is the system. On the other hand, they are being forced to take up illegal orders by the same regime. And they come to me and complain that, please, can you represent us? What do we do? My advice to you, young soldiers, young police, young prison service or correctional service officers, this is the opportunity. Join Zimbabwe People Power Movement. We are going to represent you. We know your problems. We are going to make sure that your interests have been or are looked at. I am aware I was given or I've been given some names, particularly in the army. There is this Major General Chima. Major General Chima is Chief of Staff, Administration and Staff at the Army HQ. He is busy abusing the youngsters. Why is he doing this, Major General Chima? Why are you abusing the youngsters? It is not fair that you continue to abuse them, because we are seeing you, they are seeing you, everybody is seeing you. Those of you who are like Major General Chima, be warned that time is coming, that there is going to be a change of government and that you cannot stop it. Please respect the youngsters. They are human beings who deserve respect like you. We know that you, the big bosses, you are buying cars, you are buying houses in Zimbabwe and abroad using US dollars, and your children are going to expensive schools abroad, while the youngsters are suffering. Is this fair? We are seeing you guys. We are seeing you. This is not fair, and we will not tolerate this kind of thing. I am aware of people like Major General Hlangani Duve, Chief of Staff Quartermaster. You are abusing the youngsters. I'm aware of that. I am aware of that. I am aware of this one. This Hlangani Duve is in Bulawayo. Is at the Army HQ, but he has got a lot of cattle in Bulawayo. We are aware of all that. Please stop abusing the youngsters. Stop abusing our professional men and women. They did not join the army to be abused like that. We have people like in the prison service. We have people like Assistant Commissioner Mutimba Nyoka. There is Chief Superintendent Gumisiro, Chief Correctional Officer Murima, Sergeant Major Chivivi, Chief Correctional Officer Chureki, Assistant Correctional Officer Chakwizira Chademana, Female Officer Musonza, Kashumba, and other officers. They are abusing young officers. They are abusing their ranks. We are seeing you guys. Please, can you stop that? The prison officers, whatever problems you have, join Zimbabwe People Power Movement. Young police officers, we know you are being abused. I'm aware of this young policeman who was fired simply because he got paralyzed. He was crushed by a vehicle while at work, but he was fired by the same service. Instead of being protected, that is going to end. We must make sure that we correct that. And how do we do it? This system is so rotten. The whole system is rotten. Right now, there is this issue of teachers being forced to go for orientation course. That is coming. They are going to be going for orientation course. All this is because the system is so rotten. How do we correct it? We have to correct this system before we go, So, at this point in time, yes, anyone can do anything. Chiwenga can do a coup. Suppose if it was possible that any other political party might just get in and take over government. How is all this going to be changed so that we become a better Zimbabwe? We need a national transitional system. This is what Zimbabwe People Power Movement is saying, and the Zimbabwe People Power Movement is going to put in place a national transitional system to correct all this rotten system. Teachers are not getting paid. Doctors are not getting paid. We don't have doctors actually. We don't have nurses. The whole civil service is in tatters. So we need to correct that and make sure that the soldiers, you earn good salary, you are respected at work, you do your work, you are professional, you stay in better homes, you don't get abused. The policemen, the prison service officers, we give you all the respect and you work well. This is the opportunity for you now to come forward, join Zimbabwe People Power Movement and be counted at this moment. Those of you who are seniors, those senior policemen and army and prison service, if you want to be counted, you better join Zimbabwe People Power Movement now, so that then we can give you amnesty. Whatever offense you committed during the course of time, we give you amnesty, and we can assure you that you can keep what you have. But those of you who are refusing to join Zimbabwe People Power Movement now, you will cry tomorrow. This is the final. I'm just warning you. Please stop abusing our boys and girls and join Zimbabwe People Power Movement, all of you. Then we work together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Albert Matapo. Please, if you receive this file on WhatsApp, forward it to as many people as possible.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.